American drivers spend $18.6 billion a year on wasted fuel just because their tires are underinflated. That number comes from a Firestone study of 9.7 million vehicles, and it found that 42% of cars on American roads right now are running on tires that are too low. Not old cars, not cheap cars. Almost half of every car on every highway, sitting in every driveway, losing money with every single mile. The average set of 4 tires in America lasts somewhere between 35,000 and 50,000 miles before it needs replacing. In Japan, drivers routinely push the same tires past 70,000 to 80,000 miles. Same brands, same rubber compounds, same roads, completely different results. The difference is not the tire. It is a system that costs almost nothing to follow, and it starts with something most American drivers have never even thought about. Quick disclaimer before we start, the tips and guides in this video are for educational purposes only. Every vehicle is different, so please use this information at your own risk. We are not responsible for any damage or injury that may occur. When in doubt, always consult a professional mechanic. The US Department of Energy tracks this closely. For every 1 pounds per square inch your tires drop below the recommended pressure, you lose 0.2 to 0.3% in fuel economy. That sounds small. Until you realize the DOE also estimates that Americans waste 3.56 million gallons of gasoline every single day because of improperly inflated tires. Every day. But the fuel waste is only half the damage. Tire manufacturers have documented that running just 5 pounds per square inches below your recommended pressure cuts your tire's lifespan by 25%. A set of 4 tires costs $848 on average, according to Consumer Reports, which tracked over 52,000 tire purchases in their 2024 survey. Losing 25% of that lifespan means you are throwing away more than $200 worth of perfectly good rubber every time you skip a pressure check. In Japan, the organization that sets the standard is called JATMA, the Japan Automobile Tire Manufacturers Association. They do not just publish guidelines. They hold free tire inspection events at expressway rest stops across the country. They built an entire culture around checking tires, and it shows in the numbers. To understand why Japanese drivers get double the mileage out of the same tire, you need to understand what is actually happening to your tires every time you drive. When a tire is underinflated, more of its surface touches the road than it should. That extra contact creates rolling resistance, which is just a technical way of saying your engine has to work harder to move the car forward. More resistance means more fuel burned and more heat generated in the rubber. That heat accelerates wear, especially on the outer edges of the tread. It is like walking in shoes that are a size too big. Your feet slide around, the soles wear unevenly, and your knees take the punishment. Your tires do the same thing. Here is what makes this invisible. A tire naturally loses 1 to 2 pounds per square inches every month just from the air slowly passing through the porous rubber. That is not a leak. That is physics. After 6 months without checking, your tires could be down 6 to 12 pounds per square inches. You will not feel it in the steering. You will not see it by looking at the tire. But your tread is wearing 25% faster and your engine is burning 3% more fuel than it should. That is the pressure problem. Now, here is the alignment problem, and this one is worse. Data published in Tire Review showed that a car driven 12,000 miles with a toe misalignment of just 3/16 of an inch is the equivalent of dragging the tires sideways for 68 miles. 68 miles of scrubbing rubber against pavement that you never felt, never saw, and never knew was happening. A Goodyear study confirmed that poor alignment alone can reduce tire life by up to 25%. A tire designed to last 60,000 miles ends up needing replacement at 30,000. That is not wear. That is waste. And Firestone's data from those 9.7 million vehicles showed this is not a fringe problem. 42% of American cars are running underinflated right now, with an average deficit of 13 pounds per square inches below the recommended level. 13. That is not a small gap. That is an epidemic hiding in plain sight. Japanese drivers solved both of these problems decades ago, not with expensive products or special tires. With a system so simple it takes less than 5 minutes a week, and the foundation of that system is built into their law. Most American drivers rely on one thing to tell them their tires are low: the TPMS light on the dashboard, the tire pressure monitoring system. Here is the problem. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, which mandated TPMS through the TREAD Act of 2000, designed that system to alert you when pressure drops significantly below the safe threshold. By the time that light turns on, your tires have already been running low long enough to cause accelerated wear. TPMS is an emergency warning. It is not a maintenance tool. The second failure is cultural. There is no system in America that requires you to check your tires on a schedule. No inspection, no reminder, no consequence. Most drivers check their pressure at the gas station if they remember, or never at all. That is not a driver problem. That is a system problem. The infrastructure does not demand discipline, so discipline does not happen. The third failure is alignment. Most Americans only get an alignment when they buy new tires or when the car pulls hard to one side. By that point, thousands of miles of invisible damage have already shortened the life of the current set. The damage is done, the money is spent. In Japan, none of these failures happen because the system does not allow them to. That system is called Shaken. It is Japan's mandatory vehicle inspection, required every 2 years by law since 1951 under the Road Vehicles Act. Shaken is not a quick glance under the hood. It is a 60-point inspection that covers everything from tread depth, which must exceed 1.6 millimeters, to tire condition, pressure, alignment, brakes, emissions, and structural integrity. The inspection costs between $800 and $1,600 depending on the vehicle, and failing it means your car cannot legally drive on public roads. That cost creates something powerful. Japanese drivers have a direct financial incentive to keep their tires and every other component in top condition continuously, not just before the inspection. Letting a tire wear unevenly or go bald means paying for new tires on top of the Shaken fee. Prevention becomes cheaper than neglect. That is the economics of discipline. But Shaken is just the framework. The actual system Japanese drivers follow rests on 3 pillars. Pillar 1, pressure discipline. Japanese drivers check tire pressure every week, not with the TPMS light, with a handheld gauge early in the morning when the tires are cold. Cold tires give accurate readings. Hot tires after driving inflate the number and hide the real pressure. 2 minutes, 4 tires. Done. Pillar 2, rotation protocol. Tires get rotated every 5,000 kilometers, which is roughly 3,100 miles. Front tires wear faster on front-wheel drive cars because they handle steering, braking, and engine weight simultaneously. Regular rotation spreads that wear evenly across all 4 tires, which means all 4 last longer and wear out at the same rate. Many tire shops in Japan include free lifetime rotation with purchase. Pillar 3, alignment as prevention, not reaction. Japanese drivers do not wait until the car pulls to one side. Alignment is checked as part of regular maintenance, and during every Shaken inspection, problems get caught before they cause damage, not after. When all 3 pillars work together, the result is simple math. Pressure stays correct, which eliminates rolling resistance waste. Rotation distributes wear evenly, which prevents premature bald spots. Alignment stays within spec, which stops invisible scrubbing. The tire reaches its full design lifespan. No tricks. No special products, just a system. Now, here is the limitation you need to hear. This system works beautifully for 90% of tires on the road. But if you drive a performance car with soft compound summer tires, there is a critical adjustment. Skip it, and you will waste money faster than if you ignored everything I just said. I will get to that shortly. Let me walk through each pillar so you can start this weekend. Pressure checking the right way. The single biggest mistake is checking pressure after driving. Heat from the road and friction expands the air inside, giving you a number that is 5 to 10 pounds per square inches higher than reality. Check in the morning before you drive, or wait at least 3 hours after parking. Find your recommended PSI on the sticker inside your driver's side door jamb. Do not use the number printed on the tire sidewall. That is the maximum rated pressure, not what your car needs. A digital gauge costs $8 to $12 and is more accurate than the pencil-style gauges at gas stations. Rotation pattern matters. If you drive a front-wheel drive car, swap front to rear on the same side. If you drive rear wheel or all-wheel drive, use a cross pattern. Front left goes to rear right, front right goes to rear left. Do this every 5,000 to 7,500 miles. Consumer Reports found that 47% of tire buyers receive free rotation as part of their purchase. Ask your tire shop before you buy. That one question could save you hundreds over the life of the tires. Alignment timing. A four-wheel alignment costs between $75 and $150 at most shops. Get one every year and immediately after hitting a significant pothole or curb. A delivery company in Grand Rapids was burning through tires on their fleet vans. The owner finally brought every van in for alignment checks and discovered nearly all of them were out of spec from constant curb strikes. After correcting alignment and setting a maintenance schedule, the company cut tire costs by 40%. Not with new tires, not with new vans, just alignment. You can check for misalignment yourself. Drive on a straight, flat road and briefly let go of the steering wheel. If the car drifts left or right, your alignment is off. Run your hand across the tire tread. If you feel a sawtooth pattern, where the rubber is smooth one direction and rough the other, that is called feathering, and it means the toe angle is wrong. Get to a shop before it eats more tread. Now, let me put the money side together. The Japanese system costs roughly $160 to $185 a year. An $8 gauge you buy once, free or low-cost rotations, and one alignment at $150. That system pushes tire life to 70,000 to 80,000 miles. The American default of skipping checks and ignoring alignment means replacing tires at 30,000 to 40,000 miles, $848 for a new set, plus an extra 3.3% in fuel wasted every month on underinflated rubber. Over the life of one set of tires, the Japanese system saves $500 to $1,000. The math is not close. One more thing, most Americans have never checked on their tires, and Japanese fleet operators consider it mandatory. I will get to that right after this. If knowing that an $8 tire gauge can save you $848 on your next set of tires, subscribe. I break down Japanese maintenance methods like this every week, and the next one might save you even more. That thing Japanese fleet operators check and most Americans never think about is tire age. Every tire has a .date code stamped on the sidewall, a 4-digit number that tells you exactly when it was manufactured. The first 2 digits are the week, the last 2 are the year. A code reading 2219 means that tire was made in the 22nd week of 2019. JATMA recommends replacing any tire older than 10 years from its manufacture date, regardless of how much tread is left, because the rubber compounds break down over time even if the tire looks perfect on the outside. Most tire experts recommend starting annual inspections at the 5 to 6 year mark. Here is why that matters. You could follow every step of the pressure, rotation, and alignment system perfectly and still be driving on tires that are chemically degrading from the inside out. A tire with plenty of tread but aged rubber loses grip, especially in wet conditions. The compounds harden. The flexibility disappears. And no amount of correct PSI will fix that. Now, the performance tire exception I mentioned earlier. If you drive a car with soft compound summer or performance tires, the rubber is engineered for grip, not longevity. These tires were faster by design. The 3-pillar system still extends their life significantly, but your rotation interval needs to tighten to every 3,000 to 5,000 miles instead of 7,500. And your realistic target is 40,000 to 50,000 miles, not 80,000. That is still potentially double what most performance tire owners get without a system. The method works. The numbers just shift. Here is what the data confirms and what comes from practice. The pressure and fuel economy numbers come directly from the US Department of Energy and NHTSA. The alignment wear data comes from Goodyear and documented fleet studies. The rotation intervals are industry consensus across every major tire manufacturer. The Japanese cultural system is documented through JATMA guidelines and the Shaken inspection law that has been enforced since 1951. What experienced mechanics add based on decades of seeing thousands of tires is that combining all 3 pillars consistently produces results that exceed any single maintenance step done in isolation. That insight comes from practice, not a laboratory. and the real-world numbers back it up. And the best part is that putting all of this into action takes less time than your morning coffee. Step 1. Buy a digital tire gauge. $8 to $12. One-time purchase. Step 2. Every Sunday morning before you drive anywhere, check all 4 tires plus your spare. Match the PSI to the number on your door jamb sticker, not the tire sidewall. 2 minutes. Step 3. Rotate your tires every 5,000 to 7,500 miles. Ask your tire shop if rotation is included free with purchase. Front-wheel drive? Swap front to rear, same side. Rear or all-wheel drive? Cross pattern. Step 4. Get a 4-wheel alignment once a year or after any major pothole or curb hit. $75 to $150. Step 5. Once a month, run your hand across each tire's tread. Feel for feathering or uneven wear. If you find it, get to an alignment shop before it gets worse. 30 seconds per tire. Step 6. Check the .date code on your sidewall. If your tires are older than 6 years, get them inspected annually. Older than 10 years, replace them, regardless of tread depth. Total cost for year 1, roughly $160 to $185. Total estimated savings over one set of tires, $500 to $1,000 in avoided early replacement and wasted fuel. That is the entire system. 6 steps, most of them free. Before you go, there is one thing that separates Japanese drivers from everyone else, and it has nothing to do with tires. It is the belief that small, consistent actions prevent large, expensive failures. 2 minutes every Sunday morning checking pressure is not exciting. Writing down your mileage for the next rotation is not glamorous. But after 80,000 miles, when your tires still look like they rolled off the showroom floor, and 42% of the cars around you are grinding through their second or third set, you will understand what discipline buys. That $18.6 billion in wasted fuel I mentioned at the beginning? That number exists because the system most Americans follow does not ask anything of them until something breaks. The Japanese system asks for 5 minutes a week, and it pays back every single mile. The best tire in the world is the one you take care of. If you want more Japanese maintenance methods that save real money, subscribe, and I will keep them coming. Drop your mileage in the comments. How many miles did your last set of tires actually last? And here is my challenge. Grab a tire gauge this weekend. Check all 4 tires. Cold. Morning. If even one is 5 pounds per square inches low, you just found exactly where your money has been going. Come back in 30 days and tell me the difference. Every script, edit, and voiceover on this channel is crafted with real human expertise, not mass-produced content. If this helped you, subscribe for more.